Yo guys, what is up? This is Troy D from the Troy D 24/7 Mall, on point reviews all day every day. We're back with an exclusive 2020 release that, to be honest, I've been holding this for a minute. I've been having this for a minute, but now, it's safe to talk about this right now. But I've been wearing this for a while, so excited to share it with you guys. And I know a lot of you guys are my MFK peeps. You love MFK. MFK means Maison Francis Kurkdjian. This is none other than the 2020 release, upcoming probably next week or a couple weeks. This is Maison Francis Kurkdjian's L'Homme à la Rose. L'Homme à la Rose, right there. Men's release. Exciting stuff. It is a rose fragrance, but wow, right now during the heat of summer, what's that like? And you and I both know that Maison Francis Kurkdjian is a wizard at this stuff, and he always makes perfumes that are absolutely wearable for every type of person. Okay, so we're gonna talk about L'Homme à la Rose right now. Let's hit the music. Okay, we're back. L'Homme à la Rose. Let's go spray it again, guys. Man, I only have a few left, but let's go spray it. Just give me a minute to enjoy this. So, anyways, L'Homme à la Rose. First and foremost, this is for the spring, summer. I think that it's absolutely wearable in the summer. And this is a summer offering, obviously, but I can also see this being worn in the cooler months, whether it's fall or spring, maybe February to March. Man, this is wonderful. So let's talk about the notes really quickly. The most dominant note here is grapefruit. Grapefruit again. This is the second 2020 release that has grapefruit as the dominant note. The other one was the Roja, right? The Burlington 1819 had grapefruit. But this one, if we're talking about the intensity of grapefruit, the grapefruit here is much stronger, brighter, juicy, totally summer right here. Man, it's so wonderful. And the genius part here is I never thought that grapefruit and rose could be in the same fragrance. Okay, I never thought, in a million years. But in this instance, the rose is here, and there's actually two types of rose, and gladly MFK actually provided with the info with what kind of roses are in this. One is Centerfolia Rose, which is fruity and somewhat spicy. Okay, Centerfolia Rose, fruity and somewhat spicy. This is the first one you're going to experience once you spray L'Homme à la Rose. You're going to get a fruity, slightly spicy but bright rose that matches perfectly well with this dominant grapefruit. And that's really what you're going to get. And you know what? It is a nice combination. Bright, juicy, even a bright rose, guys. And that will be a little bit different than your usual rose ouds that are more on, class, sophistication, rich. This one here is fun. It's like a fun rose grapefruit combination. And this grapefruit, actually, for when you start, when you spray it on yourself, first few minutes is going to be all grapefruit, and then you're going to have that Centerfolia Rose come in. Okay, now in the middle you're going to get a little bit of that green sage. Okay, sage here, not so strong, but it is a little note that adds a little green into this. Okay, I like it. I like the sage here, not complaining. It's quite nice. And then this part here, in my opinion, is majority of the fragrance. Okay, it's basically Centerfolia Rose, grapefruit, and that little bit of green sage, just to add a little hint of that green in the whole mix. But ultimately, it's really grapefruit and bright rose. And then afterwards, maybe after a few hours of enjoying this, you are going to get a little bit of that labdanum. And then the rose actually turns into damask rose. Damask rose is a little bit more sensual, a little bit darker, but more sensual, I would say, type of rose. And then you're going to get amberwood, which is really, really nice. It turns more woody near the end with that amberwood, like I said. It's not amber, it's amberwood, so you will smell that it is a little bit more woody with some labdanum and a darker type rose, okay? But that is really for later on. In my opinion, majority of this scent is going to be beautiful grapefruit and rose, okay? This one here is just like any MFK, anytime, anywhere. And it's also a mood enhancer. It makes you feel great because it's so bright and fruity. You could say even fresh. I mean, this goes on to maybe the fresh category. And that's really quite different because when we think rose, we think dark. We don't really think about anything that's bright, okay? There are rarely any roses, fragrances out there that can really pull off, like a bright rose. Because normally, traditionally, they are mixed with things like patchouli or oud, and it curves it really, really quickly. This one is not. This one has two types of roses, like I said. One is centrifolia, brighter with nice grapefruit, juicy grapefruit for its almost the entire life of the fragrance, and then slightly turns woody near the end, woody labdanum, and a darker type rose. Is this unisex? Big question. Yeah, it is. I think it is unisex because it doesn't really tell me like, oh, this is a masculine only perfume. No, I think that this is a rose perfume, and I think that it can be worn by, both guys and gals. I don't care if this says L'Homme in it. There's no indication to me that says it's a man scent only. And I know this has been asked of me by a lot of our viewers. They, I do read your comments, and some of you guys say, and gals say, Troy, tell me if it's unisex. Tell me if we can wear it. If I'm a girl, can I wear this thing? Yeah, you can wear this thing, because of that bright nature. Grapefruit, I've said this before, is that normally it's like a manly thing because grapefruit is somewhat bitter. It's not really like a bright or lemon. It's not like orange, mandarin. It is mostly denotes a masculine nature, but in this case, the grapefruit here is juicy and bright. It's not one of those grapefruit type notes. And then the rose too is bright. And then, you would think that the sage would be like a manly curve, but nah, it's just that a little additive right there. Make it a little bit green, maybe so they can say L'Homme, but it's not so much. And I think I would recommend this really for both guys and gals. I would recommend this for this season. It's coming out. I know it's like in a week or two. And by the way, in terms of the performance, I like the performance on this. I mean, nice sillage because it's the grapefruit too. I don't know if the rose is that powerful, but when you have the grapefruit and you mix the rose in, even if the rose isn't the most powerful thing in here, I mean, you will smell this. This will create that, that aura, that scent aura around you because the sillage of this is really, really nice. Okay, and I think this is a new thing if you are not a collector of rose fragrances and you want something that is maybe different this time or different from what everybody has. Definitely get MFK L'Homme à la Rose, this 2020 right here. I think this is great, and I think for the ladies this is great too. Going out, hanging out, enjoying the outdoors. I mean, I can't even believe the malls here are closed, yo. Like, I went to the mall today and they only open the stores outside of the mall, which is unbelievable. So it was really sad to see that. But, this is something I would wear if I was hanging out, outdoor mall, whatever. Pretty damn cool. New York City, walking around New York City is basically outdoors, okay? So I like that. And I want to thank my friend at MFK for sending me this. basically ahead of time. I got to really enjoy this one. I got to wear this. I got to put my thoughts to this. Thank you to you, my friend, and thank you for sending me all the other MFKs. I like MFK. You know, MFK is so like usable by everybody. That's, I mean, at the end of the day, yes, I might collect some of these really snobby and really elite type perfumes, but you know what, at the end of the day, the thing I can appreciate the most is when somebody like Francis Kurkdjian can take rose and put it in such a concoction that it's like, dude, right now, summer, you can wear it. Oh, that's genius. I love that. So props to Francis Kurkdjian for coming up with this very bold release right now, summer 2020. It's quite great. I hope you guys get to try this. I'm sure MFK will sell you these travel vials, you know, and the bottle as well. So hope you guys enjoy. And if you've tried this, I know some people have already tried it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, okay? But to me, it's a nice, perfectly timed summer fragrance to release from MFK. Okay, so that's it, guys. Make sure you like this video if you like this video, and make sure you subscribe to this channel, because you know we're tearing up this 2020. We're getting the releases, the 2020 releases, you know, not just because I'm buying them up, but also, you know, we have a lot of friends. You know, we have a lot of friends of the channel. It's starting to build up real well, guys. And a lot of our friends are actually sending me stuff because they want me to review it. They're very passionate about it. They're very passionate about their scents, their fragrances. And you know what? This is the voice. This is the outlet. This is where we report things, okay? With no fragcom bullying, none of that crap with those losers talking crap. None of that, okay? We get to put it right here, and we get to enjoy our passion, our true passion, which is really fragrances, okay? So hope you guys enjoy this video as well as the channel. Make sure you peruse the channel. There's hundreds of videos in it, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Love it. Peace.